Yokoso watashi no jugyo e. I'm Madame Sensei. I'm aligning Duolingo Japanese course with my in-person Japanese classes. And today we're on time. This will be a very easy lesson, but there's a lot of kanji here. So I'm going to break the kanji section into two pieces. Okay, so as always, I'm going to show you many particles. Not many in this one. I'm going to show you kanji. There's a lot for this one. Grammar, we got a little bit of grammar to talk about. We'll go over the sentences, and I'll talk to you about the culture of telling time. All right, so here's our tips and notes. They don't give you everything that you're going to see. So let's just go through all the numbers because you're going to learn all the numbers this time. Ichi is 1. Look, it's just one stick, okay? That's where it derived from. It's one stick. It's just one straight line across, okay? Ni is 2 lines. Easy enough, right? San, 3 lines. Okay, notice they're not all the same size. Okay, so the top 2 are a little shorter. All right, easy enough. You can figure that out. Remember, keep a notebook and write this stuff down because it'll help you remember it better. Now, yon is a little more difficult. As it started out being carved into rocks 4,000 years ago, they were carving it like this. Okay, and 5, they were carving like this. But it turns out that the human brain can't count that high. And if you'd like to hear a lecture on how the musical staff evolved, it's pretty much the same lecture as this one. In order to make it easy for your brain to look at and glance at and say, whoa, how many sticks is that? 4 got changed. You see, first of all, they added this stuff to it, and then they swoopy this stuff in it. Swoopy is, of course, a technical term. So we're going to make our friend the box, straight down, across and down, swoopy to the left, swoopy to the right inside, and then cross the bottom, okay? This is pronounced yon, sometimes pronounced yo, sometimes pronounced she. When we're counting, just counting, doing math, we're normally going to say she, ichi, ni, san, shi, okay? When we're combining it with other kanji, like we're going to do today, when we learn minutes and hours, we're going to pronounce it yo or yon, okay? And I will explain that as we get to it. But basically, it's a superstitious thing. You know how there's a lot of buildings that don't have a 13th floor? Well, in Japan, in China, in Korea, the word she sounds an awful lot like the word for death. So they don't like to like if you're going to talk about 4 people, you don't want to say 4 dead people. Oh my gosh, no. So they're going to automatically flip to the pronunciation yo or yon on that, okay? No, and notice it's not a hard g sound. It's not go. It's no. It's almost like sing, almost, not quite, okay? This is 5, and I have asked countless of my teachers growing up, why does it look like this? And they say, for balance. Okay, so that's balanced. All right, so we're going to go straight across. We're going to go down, not quite vertical, across and down, and across. Let me show you something special with this. I'm going to add another page here. Let's not make it white because white's ugly. All right, so you know how when we're counting people or things, we go, oh, I'm going to do this 5 times, and we go like this. Okay, this is the way you do it in Japan, in China, in Korea. Okay, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and only in this time do you pick up the pen. Normally you don't pick up the pen here. 4, 5, dishes clattering in the background. Okay, so if I see this, I instantly know, oh, that's 8 because there's 5 strokes here and 3 strokes here. Isn't that cool? That's 5 strokes. Okay, now again, technically, remember that when we're writing this, it's straight across, down, across and down without lifting up the pen, just like any other box, and then cross the bottom, okay? Let's talk a moment about go because I know you know this word. They are fully aware that it sounds like go, and they will make 100 million puns about it, okay? Go, speed racer, go, speed racer. Normally I teach my students lots of puns for all these numbers, and I will do that in class, but for the video, I want the video to be short, okay? All right. Here's 7, shichi or nana. There's no superstition with this. It's just there's 2 pronunciations and you use whichever one you feel like, okay? Straight across and come down to kind of a curvy right here, okay? Shichi or nana. Hachi is 8. Kind of symmetrical, okay? So this side and then this side. This one's just a teeny bit smaller, but they like to talk about how beautifully symmetrical hachi is. Okay, and then Q, sometimes pronounced ku. We're going to do this one first. We're going to come straight down and then do this. And it almost looks like a ka, right? But this comes up at the end. So you're going to need to get this in your muscle memory and get it to come up at the end. Okay, that's Q or ku. Now remember how we had the superstition on she, that if we pronounced it she, it sounds like death? If we pronounce this ku, it kind of reminds us of kurushi, which is painful. So sometimes we don't want to pronounce this ku. And then this is ju, 10. This is supposed to be 10 bundles of sticks tied together way back when they were carving into rocks. It looks something like that. Okay. It's hard for me to draw with my mouse. Sorry about that. So eventually they said that's too much to carve into a rock. We're just going to go straight across, straight down. Okay, this is ju. All right, so now you can count to 99. All right, so let's say you want 29. Ni, ju, kyu. Oh my gosh, Japanese is so easy. What if you want 86? Hachi, ju, doku. 8, 10, 6. Okay, what if you just want 80? Hachiju, 8 tens. What if you want 17? Jushi. Okay, that's 10, 7. What if you want 47? Yonjushi or yonjunana. Either's okay. What if you want 30? I don't know what I got. 35. Sanjugo. It doesn't matter. You're just gonna like mathematically 3 tens 5. So simple. So logical. If you were in my French class, you'd be crying when I teach you to count, but in Japanese, it's so easy. All right, I'm going to stop the video right here so that my videos don't get too long, because remember, a good thing for your brain is to get up and stretch right now before you tackle the next group of kanji, okay? I'm working on memory here. I'm getting this into your long-term memory. So for your homework, your shukudai, why don't you try saying your telephone number? Okay, when you would have the hyphen, you're going to say no in the middle. Okay, so whatever your telephone number is, put a no in the middle and just say it. Okay, mata ne.